Hello everyone and welcome back to round 3 of our F125 Nico Hulkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend here to the Suzuka International Racing Course and of course the Japanese Grand Prix. Now, if you missed out on the video that went live a couple of days ago from Shanghai, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. After a brilliant season opener in Australia, I thought we were on for a brilliant race out in Shanghai. F125 decided otherwise. Unfortunately, late on in the day, chasing down Max Verstappen, we would suffer a DNF. So it means now the Dutchman has a 16-point lead up at the top of the table, but with a win and a sprint win already to our name, it's safe to say this kicks Sauber. We seem to be doing very well with it so far. Oscar Piastri in third overall, just ahead of Hamilton. George Russell there, Leclerc ahead of Norris. And in the Constructors, you can see Red Bull 49 points there, just 5 clear of Ferrari, as McLaren, Sauber, and even Mercedes are all not too far away. It's quite funny though, Verstappen's at the top of the table, Yuki Tsunoda is currently last in the championship, because he hasn't finished a race yet, which is probably slightly concerning, I would have thought, for Yuki. Of course, if you're new around here and you aren't already, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel as well. Follow me on Twitch. Make sure you drop a follow over there as well. I go live with all of this series. But let's do this thing. Tomo Gamer, thank you for the follow as well, mate. I appreciate it. Big up the Twitch Massive. We absolutely love the Twitch Massive. Yeah, the Twitch community is definitely the most interesting, I think. Don't worry, Matt. You will get the win. Dear Lord. That's a scary prospect. I came 8th in Creator Series. So, that was my best ever result in a feature race. I won the sprint, though, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. It's dry! Oh, thank the Lord, it's dry. Oh, that is so much better. Yeah, so we had some upgrades fail last time out as well, which was a bit disappointing. I mean, if we can just finish a race, that'll be good again. That's the main goal. Oh, I'm sorry, Tomo. I have got my ads on Twitch set to the absolute minimum that they will run. But unfortunately, I don't believe there's a way to fully disable ads on Twitch. And to be fair, I do need to make a little bit of money. This is my full-time job. So I do apologise, though. Who was it today, chat? I saw someone had... I think was it Penguin Z? Had shown his total earnings from YouTube and Twitch, and it was genuinely mind-blowing. Like, it was something ridiculous. I know his YouTube channel has been around for years, but obviously a lot of that time he did nothing with it. But it was something ridiculous. Like, on his YouTube channel alone, he made $35 million. And then on Twitch, he was making kind of like $4 or $5 million a year. Which I was looking at, I was actually far more fascinated by his, like, streaming statistics and stuff. He averages about 6 hours a day, every single day, which is pretty good going, I think, you know, without taking a break. I think that's pretty impressive. Definitely make no money on the podcast. You'd be surprised, actually, the podcast does alright. Like, as in, it does probably as well as it would do on the main channel. And then, like, the weird way the YouTube algorithm works, it's probably better to leave it on that channel than try and bring it back to the main. He's only slightly more successful than the 212 channels. Maybe slightly. Hey, welcome in, Liam. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Is my wheel set up? Oh, Christ. I was too busy looking if my wheel was set up correctly. That's the second weekend in a row I've done that. There you go. Kept that wall. We allow ourselves rewinds in practice. But yeah, so I think it was, $35 million on YouTube all time. So he's probably making $3 or $4 million a year now, I would have thought, at least. Plus about, obviously not anymore, because he's disabled like all his donos and stuff. And then probably similar number to that on Twitch as well. So $8 million a year. I mean, it is impressive, isn't it, when you think just how much money there can be in live streaming. Not live streaming F1 necessarily, but just live streaming in general. Has Austin been declared as a heat hazard? I didn't think it was going to be that warm this weekend. I mean, it's October. How warm is it meant to be? I never even thought that would kind of be close to an issue at Austin. It's never been, like, it's never been a particularly warm Grand Prix, is it? Does he need a mod? Maybe, Dart. If you somehow managed to get through to about that, I would give you a glowing resume, my friend. That I can promise. Yeah, I mean, like I said, though, in the intro, I've honestly got no idea what to expect from this car anymore. Is it going to be shocking? Is it going to be quite good? Because Shanghai is normally a pretty good track for the AI. We were carried, of course, by changeable weather. But, like, the pace just in the car was quite good. I don't actually think this Sauber is that bad when you kind of get used to it and get a bit more confident with it. But of course, you know, I've tried to make this series as hard as I can for myself, and we literally won the first ever race, so I guess that's a good sign.
Okay,
hey, welcome in, Jordan. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I was on autopilot then, and we've immediately got a purple. Can't complain. Sounds like you're trying to get rid of me at this point. Oh, no. You'd have to stay here as well, Dart. I wouldn't let you just go there exclusively. We'd work out a deal. What AI level do I use? 110. This series is no assists, 110 AI, strict track limits, 100% races. Apart from forcing myself into cockpit cam, it is basically as difficult as F125 gets. That is kind of the point of this series, to make myself suffer. Maybe I'll ban myself being able to do durability upgrades as well. That'd be quite funny. So Jamie and I, so basically at the moment the podcast money is just kept in a pot that we're kind of using for, like, if one of us would need a new mic or like for the software and things like that we use for it. So the website that we use to distribute it across like Apple and Spotify and stuff, that costs money as well. So it basically obviously just covers all those costs, and then neither of us desperately need the money it generates, so it basically just kind of sits in a pot until we need to spend it or want to invest it, basically. But obviously, you know, if someone needed a new mic or a new camera or something like that, then it'd be fine. Like 21 Celsius in Texas, that's not much. Alfie, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Well, come on in. What's your favourite track to race on? I would normally say Spa, but it is such a shame that the AI are so bad on this year's game at Spa. I always quite enjoy Monaco, but again, the AI suck there. Monza's quite a good one on this year's game, because the AI are pretty competitive. It's just a shame they've got a bit too much battery. So I don't really know, to be honest. There's no good tracks to race the AI on F125. They're either too good or too bad everywhere. That's my moral of the day. So that one is, again, through the redistribution software. So it basically just means that if you subscribe to the podcast and set it up in YouTube, it'll automatically download them through YouTube Music. So obviously then you can listen to them without internet if you don't have Spotify or Apple. Fire Salamander, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. We might get to 8.5k today, chat, I'm hoping. Might. Because I think we're up at like 8,460 odd, I want to say. So hopefully 8,500 today. My goal is still 10k by the end of the year. So if you're watching this on YouTube or Kick or TikTok, anywhere else, please drop me a follow on Twitch. It's where I do all of my live streaming. Like I said, yeah, we want to get to 10k by the end of the year. Oh, I can't nose it. I'm trying to just be super smooth with it. We struggled a bit in practice in Shanghai because I was trying to push too early. 8,469. Yeah, Twitch is odd. It rounds up. Or, like, it rounds to the nearest 50 or whatever. Always thought that's a little bit peculiar. Like, it rounds up. Like, at least YouTube, if you've got, like, 13,999, it says 13,900. Start winning more in CS, you'll get the followers in. Hopefully. Well, I won't be able... So, obviously, there's no race this weekend. I won't be able to do the race next weekend, most likely. So, I'll have to wait for... I guess the next one I'll do is probably the next Mystery GP after Mexico. And then, of course, we've got Brazil, which isn't one of my best tracks. That's annoying. Oh, I don't want to have to do this whole program again. We'll do that, chat. I did try to catch the slide. It's my first bottle of the night, though. You can get that. Bahrain's a good track against the AI, I think, on this year's game. It's a pretty good tank. I'm missing a Saturday stream next weekend because I'll literally be doing a 24-hour stream with a bit of luck. And then I know I'll miss the last round of CS as well because I'm out that evening. I have got prior arrangements, which is a bit weird to try and explain the fact I'm out on a Saturday night in November for my birthday meal, which is in February. I only allow myself to use rewinds in practice. Qualifying and race runs, I don't do it. But in practice, just because it can be a bit grindy, I'll just use them just to make sure we're not here for like an hour trying to perfect a race sim run that will then be irrelevant anyway. I just need the R&D, basically. That's where we're at. Oh, well. Oh, we're still top of the pile at the moment, then, which I guess is reassuring. Ballerina F1 car style in Australia qualifying. Have you flipped it? Hey, welcome in, Toast. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, I think, we've only got to do the qualifying run. We are smashing through these. What, Matt, you have a life outside of F1 and YouTube? Not much of a life, but I do have a little bit of a life. I say that. Well, to be fair, I'm meeting up with a couple of friends tomorrow night. Ooh, chat, I can't forget. I need to actually WhatsApp him. Because Ramada Chinese and he hasn't told me what he wants yet. But yeah, this weekend I'm just going to take Saturday night off. Obviously chill, watch practice, watch qualifying and the sprint race and stuff. I'm going to sort out a few bits around the house. Get a few other random life things sorted as well. So hopefully it's going to be a pretty productive weekend. But yeah, no streams this weekend, I'm afraid. But we will be streaming tomorrow. Obviously, it's a Grand Prix weekend, so we'll be doing the George Russell career mode. And then from next Thursday, iRacing Creator Series is back, which I'm looking forward to. Except for we're doing it all in Formula 4 this season, which I think is hopefully going to be a lot more fun. Oh, come on. I hate the exit of the Degna's now. It is so sketchy. It's nice to have a house to myself. It makes working and stuff easier. Not that, like, living with my parents was ever particularly awkward or anything like that, but it does just mean, obviously, I haven't got to worry about annoying anybody else or anything like that. He's never mentioned it to me, but he might well do. I don't know. Prediction for sprint quali. I think McLaren are going to be back up to speed this weekend. Oh, no. That was bad. That was just really stupid. Really, really stupid. I wish you had DRS into 130R. It's so much better. There we go. That should be hopefully a green score. No, didn't even get the green.
Really get the data we needed on that run. You might want to give it another go.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, welcome in, Wooks. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Galaxy Buds Pro 3s. I think I've got the Pro 2s. Are they an upgrade? Bradson also ignores me. It was carnage at the start. Absolute carnage. It was the fact as well that it was done and... Was it done in Martin's IRL that had the crash? And it was literally the two people in their cars that had the crash as well in CS. Like, we just perfectly replicated it. Which is just staggering in of itself. The quality pace program always is broken for some reason. You just have to manually close the DRS into turn 1. Because Jack Doohan will be confused. To be fair, unlike IRL, you actually have to brake as you tip the car in the game. It's not quite flat through the entry. Like, basically F1, like, it feels like the game doesn't work out the camber. Like, it's not as cambered as it is IRL. So yeah, it doesn't quite work the same way. Hey, welcome running Simset. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm praying for no mechanicals tonight. I think it's time, though, chat. I think it's time that you get your qualifying predictions in. I'm hoping, of course, as always, that we can make Q3, but we'll wait and see. If you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins right now. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Kick, if you're on TikTok, come over to Twitch, bet some noggins. Nothing says nice family night streaming like gambling, I guess. Is it flat if you want it to be? Are you going to say that about every corner, though? Is the Monaco hairpin flat if you want it to be? Would you be interested in doing commentary for an iRacing league? It depends when it is. I could consider it. But I've never done any commentary with iRacing. That is a long day, Toast. Yeah, unfortunately, SRL, Fridays do not work for you, I'm afraid. Friday evenings, anyway. That is time with Last212. I think if I suddenly decided to do stuff on Fridays and Saturdays, she might actually kick me out the house.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
I do have iRacing. I've got most of the content on iRacing, which is slightly worrying in of itself. I think I want a bit more wing, chat. Not a lot more, although because we were losing speed down the front, down the back straight, weren't we? I want less wing. I think we're going to run 25-31. That should work. If you need setups for F125, Matt212 Racing on YouTube, drop us a follow over there. We are getting close to 15k subs on that channel as well, with all the setups. Ross Chastain, the Monaco hairpin. Glorious. I did hear some of the stuff, but it made me chuckle. So basically, after CS on Saturday night, Hayden messaged me at what must have been near enough midnight his time, because he doesn't live in the UK. Basically going, I upset a lot of people in CS. So I kind of went back and watched it, and the only person I really upset was Scott Taylor and Hayden. Which, Hayden and I already spoke about her incident. I messaged Scott Taylor after I watched it back, kind of apologising. He was like, yeah, don't worry, it's fine. So I was kind of there like, who are all these people I've upset? it was, yeah, I could not work that one out. Are we ready to go with qualifying? I think we're ready to go with qualifying. My community. I upset my community. But I always upset my community. Hey, Alfie, thank you for the 2 months, mate. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Matt already making enemies. That's the thing. Like, if I've done something wrong, I'm more than happy to apologise to someone. I would say I've got no enemies in Create Series. There's a couple of people I don't like. But I think that's the same for everybody. So it's kind of, you know, it is what it is.
I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
I think the thing is with CS as well, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm completely, like, not part of it as well. Because obviously of the nature of the league, it is a lot of egos. And I'm more than happy to message someone and apologise if I've done something wrong. But there are a lot of people in that league that will not. And it is kind of, I mean, as I've said before, chat, it is so hilariously toxic, you would not believe. It was definitely the biggest surprise from kind of what I expected and when I signed up to what I quickly learned is just how toxic it is. Which really did kind of take me... Oh, no. No. Ugh, gather it up. Gather it up. Oh, I've not got enough fuel to go for another run, I don't think. Oh, I need to put a bit more fuel in the wagon. I mean, we can use that set of tyres again. But that is annoying. I'm going to just give myself a little bit of extra fuel. I think you need to try Wreckfest. I've given Wreckfest a go before. It is very good fun. Right. Because I want to save myself one set of softs for the race, just in case anything happens. So we'll go back out. This is a much better track. Yeah, when say Tom, so obviously I never raced with Tom, because effectively I was Tom's replacement in Creator Series. But yeah, that was from what I gathered, of course, he just got so frustrated. Not just with the toxicity, but I think he'd been involved in quite a few unlucky incidents. Because, again, I'm not going to say that I'm, like, not also part of it. But there is a lot of aggressive driving. And sometimes stupid driving. And again, I think that does kind of come from ego. I think there's, obviously, a lot of the time, people want to kind of try and prove each other wrong, and, you know, if I don't get the better of someone now, then I won't get a chance to, and all this, that, and the other. But it is, you know, again, I think it still is quite entertaining. But I think for a lot of people, the novelty does wear off. But it is each to their own. On the other hand, it is also still quite an unpredictable and entertaining league. Like, the actual on-track product is often quite good. Austria is a good track on the games. My only issue is with Suzuka is just how good the AI are here. But I think this might be a track where the Sauber's weakness is exposed as well. Bortoletto's only down in P18 after his first run. Oh, as I'm getting a lot of oversteer now in the second half of the lap. Can't script creatives. Do you think Arab should be in CS? Put it this way, there's a reason why Arab has never done much CS. Again, I've said it before, the guy makes some very good F1 content. But he's also well aware he's not the quickest player of the games. P15? It's not great for a first run, but it's not as bad as it could have been. I think that's slower than we did in practice. There's probably upwards of another second in it, though. But of course, it's Q1, so we've got plenty of time, obviously, as long as I make it into Q2. Where do you get the telemetry? Race Labs. I love you too, Evan. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we'll need to go for another run, though. I mean, Lando on a 27.7. We're a long, long way off the top guys this week. Yeah, we'll leave it in a minute or so, and then we'll head back out there. Yeah, but again, if Arav only races AI, then that's, like, absolutely fine. If that, like, that's the content he wants to make, which is fair enough. He makes a fair amount of money doing it. I think we're all well aware. Right, anyway, we just want to get a bit of an improvement. Just, obviously, we only need top 15, because we have got the 3 qualifying sessions. But I just want to make sure that we are safely through. Obviously, use a bit of battery on the run back to the line. And hopefully, I mean, it should be ideally sector 1. We make up a lot of time. And then a bit more around the rest of the lap. I'm basically just trying to use this as gaining a bit more ready for Q2. But I'm not convinced we'll make Q3 today. We'll wait and see. Whoa, it's just... This car is not good on the curbs. That's, I think, its big weakness. Just how sensitive it can be over the curbs sometimes. We found that in Shanghai a little bit, but again, Shanghai and Australia aren't particularly curb-heavy tracks.
We've dropped to P15.
Oh, Suzuka can be a bit more. There's no idea how I kept that inside track limits. That was right on the edge. Gonna have to be careful through the Degnas come the race. Oh, come on. I mean, we're getting 8 tenths already, so we're doing pretty well. Oh, that's what I need to do. There you go. 8 tenths up. You guys can see it, me. Oh, I need to be more confident through the first part there. Ooh. I have made wet setups. Alright, come on. As long as I don't cut the final chicane. Oh! Oh! Literally as I say it, how do we get away with that? What on earth? Bortoletto's improved though, everybody's improved. We will improve as well. Is that us through? P11. That's better than I thought. That is much better than I thought. That gives me a bit of confidence as we head into Q2. So there we go. Norris fastest, just ahead of Piastri. Verstappen slower than Yuki in Q1. That's quite a big shock. But we make it through. Albon doesn't. Bortoletto doesn't. That's a bit of a shame for Big G, as we call him now. Doohan, not really a shock. Stroll, not really a shock. Hadjar, not really a shock. So, yeah, that's kind of what we would expect here. I think we've probably driven quite well. But we're going to need a huge effort in Q2 if I want to try and get inside that top 10. Plus, we're only going to have one fresh set of tyres as well, which is going to make life even more difficult. How did I get P1 in the first race? The single luckiest red flag you will ever see. For some reason, the AI2 stopped, and then after they'd all pit and I was still out, we got a red flag, so I basically restarted the race on better tyres at the front. And then just hung on for dear life ahead of Max Verstappen. That was basically how that went down. Why didn't you use all the battery, even on a flying lap? Because it's all about the... like, normally you can't go down to 0% on the battery. It's about how much of the allowable charge for a lap you use. That's the one you want to be looking at. Which normally I do get pretty close to. I mean, yeah, we'll go back out. We'll do one run, obviously, on the old softs. I want to keep that set of mediums as well for the race if I can. And then, obviously, we'll try and go back out right at the end. Probably going to sound dumb. That sounds like a question I can try and answer.
Okay, we've dropped into P14 now.
Hey, thank you very much, Dave. James, sorry. I appreciate it, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Right, so again, we're doing this first run on a scrub set, so it won't be as quick as hopefully we can achieve. But let's just see what we can do. So, for battery management, you want to be looking at the green line around the outside of the yellow one. Because that's how much charge you're allowed to use over the course of a run, not the actual yellow one. Yeah, this car's just sensitive over the curves, isn't it? This is the problem. Want to just use a little bit of battery at the exit of Dunlop. But Esteban Ocon, no, he's no longer my reference. I mean, there was definitely a couple of tenths through the Degners on that last run, and at the final chicane as well. So I think we could have been down in the 28s. But obviously now we are flying the Sauber flag in Q2. Bit of a shame, Bortoletto made Q3. Obviously in the sprint in Shanghai. We both made Q3 for the sprint and then ended up 11th and 12th ready for the main event. But I honestly don't think we were going to be able to find anything more. Really tried to tip it in through the first part of Spoon. Felt like I cost myself a bit of time on the exit. That's not good. Yeah, they use DRS. I remember the day when in qualifying you could use DRS anywhere around a lap. That was a crazy time to be alive. I mean, this first run again hasn't felt bad. I've used a bit too much battery too early. So I just ran out on the run to the line. But a 29.3, considering Gasly's on a 29 flat on, I believe, a fresh set, that's pretty good going.
We've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
So, yeah, the green line that goes around the outside of your ERS is your allowable usage each lap. That's why it looks like I don't use all of my battery when I actually am. I use my own setups, Phil. Matt212 Racing on YouTube. There should be a link in my bio to it. But yeah, I make all of my own setups for this game. So, how much time do we need to find that? I mean, Behrman, look at that. 28.9 for Ollie. So we only need 4 tenths of a set, or 4.5 tenths. Which on a fresh set of tyres, the game reckons there's 9 tenths in it. So we could be up with a Fernando Alonso, apparently. My go-to McDonald's order. I don't really tend to eat McDonald's anymore, but if I used to, 20 chicken nuggets, 2 large fries. Your boy can eat. It is just this race tonight, La Hangman, yeah. Otherwise, I'll be racing till about 11 PM, and then I'll get sleepy, and then I'll cry. And you guys don't want to see that. Hey, I appreciate it, Wooks. I'm having a lot of fun with the NASCAR at the moment. I did not see that, Calstone. I'm sure I would fail that as well, though. Thank you for the bits, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, if I was still up streaming at 11 PM on a Thursday night, Last 212 would kick off. Unless C previously knew about it. Right, come on then. We need to find a bit more time. I want to make it into Q3. It would be quite funny if the only race I win this year is Australia, and I qualified 18th. Oh, that was a little bit scary. Like I said before, this Sauber just constantly feels like it wants to break free. And I don't mean the song. It just always feels a little bit leery, a little bit sketchy. Like, you do really have to drive it on a knife edge. I'm also just trying to strategically use my battery a little bit around the lap. Hence why we're losing a bit of delta in some places and gaining it back in others. Oh, I shouldn't have gone down the extra gear. That's alright though, we got a nice run on the exit. I think I've got a bit more battery in reserve. This is going to be close though, as to whether we can make it into Q3 or not, because I do need a couple of extra tenths of a second. Got to be brave down through 130R. Through the Casio triangle. Oh, rear's locked slightly. That was bad. Luckily able to correct it. Right, drain the battery, drain the battery. Shortest run, half a second.
We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying. Come on.
We've done it! P10! Oh, beautiful. We'll take that. We have scraped by the thinnest of margins. Ooh, half a tenth over Ollie Behrman. Love it. Absolutely love it there. So we got both McLarens, both Red Bulls, both Ferraris, a Mercedes, an Aston, a Williams, and a Kick Sauber into Q3. Absolutely beautiful. I'll be honest, looking at the times, Fernando seems to be quite quick here. Probably the only one we might be able to beat is going to be Carlos Sainz, but we are literally going to have one run on a fresh set of tyres again. Antonelli, he'll be disappointed down in P14. The others, though, I don't think any of them could be too disappointed to go out in Q2. But I guess Ocon being so far off is a bit disappointing for him. I mean, he's over a second slower than Behrman. But disappointed slightly for Ollie there that we've denied him an opportunity in Q3. But selfishly, I don't care because we're through. Arav can't write a script like this. I tell you what, Australia and Shanghai, Arav could not write a script like those races. They were insane.
Okay, radio
races
radio
are
check.
100%.
Radio check.
So it'll be the full 53 laps here from Suzuka. For streams, it just makes more sense. So again then, we'll do first run on the old tyre, and then obviously your second run on the fresh one right at the end. I don't think I need the extra little bit of fuel in the car anymore. I think we're all good. Hey, I appreciate it, Matt. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Do you ever do race watch-alongs? Not really. It's something I consider doing in the future if I grow a lot more on Twitch. But generally speaking, I like to watch the Grand Prix with Last 212, or like with my dad and stuff, rather than streaming them. But maybe in the future. Even Last 212 even said to me once about if we both did a watch-along together, which I think would be hilarious. Because she gets angry watching Formula 1. Right, I'm just going to try to avoid that curve. Not that one, though, apparently. Nope. Whoa! God, that was sketchy. That was properly sketchy through the first part of the Degner. Again, I got no idea how we kept that inside track limits. But of course, you know, the likes of McLaren and stuff, they'll have a couple of extra sets of soft compound tyres. So they'll be able to do a couple of runs. It really is just for your back marker drivers. That this is going to be kind of do or die later on. Oh, I don't want fourth gear through there. I want to keep it in fifth, but I'm just not getting the angle. You ever watch your own races? Very rarely. I would occasionally watch my own races back. I feel like Robbie Kubica. No, because I was there live. I mean, again, as a banker lap goes, it's not the worst thing I've ever done, but it's not fantastic. 29.6, yeah, there you go. 1.3 seconds slower than Fernando. I am not out-qualifying him. Not a chance. Are you going to now start watching NASCAR, Calstone? It is great fun. I think the thing that's been the most entertaining part about it is, of course, obviously, quite a few people that like F1 and like NASCAR are obviously enjoying it. But there's a few people that obviously are like aware of me, maybe it's through Gary, that don't actually know that I'm quite a big NASCAR fan. I've just never really had a chance to talk about it much. Yeah, chat will go back on after qualifying. It's just so you guys can see the deltas. So, oh, no. So Verstappen's fastest then, 4 tenths clear of Charles Leclerc. So Verstappen's on pole. Basically guaranteed. Unless, like, one of the McLarens can absolutely bring something out of the bag. Wait, did I change my tyres? Yes, that's alright. I will wake up for Vegas, absolutely. Right, come on then. One chance, chat. I think I'm going to have to try and get my sweat on. We want to try and get anything higher than 10th. I don't even know what time site's set. I forgot to have a look. Right, go, go, go. We just want to try and get one lap absolutely nailed around this circuit. There are few venues in the world as fun to get hooked up as here at Suzuka. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Nice and tidy through those first couple of corners. Careful over the curbs. Obviously we know there's a bit of time to find through Dunlop. Sorry, through the first Degner even. A half a second up then before we even get there. That's not bad. Oh, that's a much better line. Not the greatest run on the exit, but 3/4 of a second up then. It's alright so far. Just locked the rear up slightly, but it kind of helped us into the corner. A second up as we make our way through the exit then. So this lap is starting to come together. Maybe this Sauber as the track grips up starting to come to life. Oh, leave it in fifth. Leave it in fifth. Be brave. Oh, no. Oh, how did we not get done for track limits there? Round wide, I think we just blended out the throttle enough that the game let me get away with it. But we're going to cost ourselves a bit of speed all the way down then through 130R. As we are a 10th down on Lando Norris at the moment, so this lap could end up being quite a good one. Tip it in, Casio triangle, attack the curbs, nice and tidy. Use a little bit of battery on the run to the line. 1.3 up! How did we find all of that time? 7th on the grid! Oh man, I love that. Love that. That was sensibly everything I could have got.
Line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
I think absolutely perfect. We could have been quicker than Alonso and Norris. I probably dropped about 2 tenths through Spoon. But apart from that, absolutely on the limit. And I think... Does that mean we're now 2-1 up against Hamilton in qualifying? I think it does as well, doesn't it? Because Hamilton's had a bit of a stinker so far. P7 though, yeah, like I said, I'm happy. I am very, very happy with that lap time. Verstappen though, as said, on the pole by 4 tenths of a second over Charles Leclerc. Yuki Tsunoda up in P3, just ahead of Piastri. Alonso, Norris, myself. Quicker than both Mercedes this weekend. Lewis Hamilton and Carlos. Oh, Sainz rounding out the grid. Congratulations if you predicted that correctly. I didn't actually double check whether anybody won noggins from that. But if you did, congratulations. Now it's time to get your predictions in for the race then, ladies and gents. If you're on Twitch, you can bet below. If you're on YouTube or Kick or TikTok, come over to Twitch, bet some noggins. It's worth it. I bottle races. You'll gain a lot of points by predicting I DNF. Nobody predicted it. You lot, either you've got too much faith in me or not enough faith in me. Oh, there we go. Getting Hulkenberg's pace stat up nicely. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dinner tonight was stir fry. So last 212 now. Every other Thursday goes to Pilates, so I cook our tea and basically try and get it on the table for when she gets home. I'm like a house husband. She gets home from a long, hard day at work. I've got tea ready for her. It's all sorted. Hey, thank you very much, Chris. I need all the luck in the world. Yes, there's a slim chance of rain, but it won't happen. 13% is basically no. One more day for the wing flaps, one more day for the floor, and one more day for the case assembly. So everything is coming after the Grand Prix, which is a bit of a shame. Lewis, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. And toast with a bit as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. No practices this entire series or just this weekend? Sorry? I don't know what you're referring to, Calstone. I did run practice. I just obviously then once I've done all my programs, I sim it. So it shows up that I simmed it when I didn't, basically. I don't need another wet race. Oh, that if you missed out on that Singapore driver career mode video, go back and check it out. It was genuinely one of the most hilarious and bizarre races I've ever had on F125. Like, absolutely insane. Keep Bottle 212 locked in the basement tonight. Oh, I'm sure with this car on these curbs, Bottle Job 212 will come out in fine force. It's just guaranteed to happen around here.
Suzuka,
Hey, thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate it, buddy. I'd love to do some F1 commentary work. I did go for the Pirelli things a couple of years ago. I made it through to the finals and then got beaten by that Scottish woman.
Welcome along to Suzuka,
Not Susie Wolf, before you ask.
A lap of this historic racetrack covers
I think if Lando
3.6
wanted to
miles.
sign up to
It's
CS,
the
he
only
would
time during
definitely
the
get
season
in.
that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit, and the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners.
If we get
on offer
P4,
here
I
as
will
they
be very
experience some of
happy.
the highest
I'll
average
honestly be
impact
happy if we get a
speeds
point.
on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out for overtakes into the final chicane.
Are we going to see someone blow up on a red
Time
flag
to take a look
restart?
at our
Maybe.
starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen.
Hey, welcome in, JW. Hope you're doing well, mate.
And he'll start from pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid,
We went with Nico Hulkenberg just because I kind of wanted to leave Bortoletto out to have his own career trajectory. And like Hulkenberg is just one of those drivers that I think everybody quite likes, and it was in the Sauber. Plus, it also means then I can make it into Audi next season. We might do that. I am undecided.
And Jack Doohan. Stroll.
Possibly, possibly, Smith. Always a possibility of that.
It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's
I would assume you've got your red flags disabled then. If you've done 4 seasons on this game and haven't seen one yet, I'm going to assume they're disabled.
Anthony Davidson. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that
I don't believe in myself.
And you can carry that through.
I don't know why Anthony Davidson thinks I do believe in myself, but I don't.
That ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've
I think if Audi can kick on strong, maybe Hulkenberg will win a race, but I think honestly now he's happy he's had a podium. I can laugh at Jamie when I bottle it.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Jamie and I are doing the podcast tomorrow morning. Gotta remember that.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well, here we are then, down on the grid, ready for the Japanese Grand Prix. Is a two-stop viable here? I don't know how much I trust that. Do we really want to do a two-stop around this venue? I'm not so sure. I mean, we'll start on the medium, we'll see how far they go. And then I might do what I normally do and then go to hards. I need a bit more fuel, though. Because we often... It's safe to say the Sauber is a bit of a thirsty girl. Inside this game. All the Ferrari engine cars are. But I guess we're ready. Just to get on with this thing. 53 laps here of the Japanese Grand Prix out at Suzuka. It is 5 red lights. Oh, I so almost jumped that start hilariously badly. But we'll get a decent getaway then. Alonso going to be under pressure immediately. Norris is out of rocket ship launch as they are 3 wide for the lead. What is Fernando doing? What are Yuki and Lando doing? What is that? Was that Alonso? Was that Russell?
I think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just
oh,
be
there
careful.
you go. It's only minor damage. That's fine then. As apparently everybody inside your top 8 tried to kill each other at the start there. Leclerc's taken the lead off of Verstappen. Piastri's up to P3 then, so that's been pretty good for him. But I think, yes, Alonso's picked up damage because he's dropping back already quite rapidly. Oh, through those first couple of corners. Get off that curb. And make sure I don't get a warning in the process. Russell's had a decent start as well. Gaining a spot alongside me. Oh, Yuki! How early are you braking? Maybe I outbroke myself. I don't know. But yeah, Alonso then immediately is in trouble. Because we're going to try and see if we can get a run then on the Red Bull. The homeboy, Yuki Tsunoda. To make our way down in towards Spoon. Surely not round the outside. Yuki brakes early. And we will say thank you very much then. Of course, he's got to try and help his teammate, but he also needs to finish a race this season. Because there we go then. Already up 3 spots on this opening lap. And I cannot complain about that. As Tsunoda immediately then, side by side in towards 130. Oh, I've ran myself slightly wide, but we get away with it again. Will we defend this one? Oh, he tried to turn in. There's a car on your inside there, Yuki. And we will hang on. That will explain how Piastri got such a launch then. He was on the soft compounded tyre.
Okay, DRS is now available.
So there you go. You can see Oscar trying to make a move on Max as well. Back towards that first corner. Not quite able to. As we've got the other Red Bull trying to dive down my inside. Round the outside again. Oh no, we just don't have the grip, do we? And there you go. Tsunoda back up into P6. Still a pretty decent start. But now the goal is to try and keep up. As yeah, there you go. Alonso into the pit lane. I mean, chat, am I wrong? I think Alonso's only got himself to blame there at the start of this one. But he has immediately then given us a 3-second gap back to Carlos Sainz, which I guess is nice. Just means that Russell and I have got a bit more breathing room.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Oh, come on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Bottle job, man. Is that what I'm known as? Just bottle job, man. I used to be known as the man that had all the engine failures. Now I'm just known as bottle job, man. It's a pretty bad track record, isn't it, really? So I think Yuki's going to already lose the DRS.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
Ooh, I can't. Tom Pack, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. So, yeah, Yuki's already out of the DRS then, of those cars in front. So that works out nicely for us. As I think Piastri will obviously begin to struggle fairly soon. But yeah, with the car blowing up a bit more often now, maybe I will go back to being engine failure man. Who knows? The world is my oyster. So difficult through the S's. I don't know kind of how much that underfloor damage will affect performance, or whether it's just heavy fuel early on. But, I mean, Russell's dropping away as well, so clearly the hard tyres, I mean, they will take a little... Oh, yeah. The hard tyres will take a bit of time to kind of get up to speed here. I've got to be careful over that curve, because I could damage the floor if I keep doing that. Yeah, I'll let you get away with it a few times, but then we could destroy the floor. And that will be bad. Oh, yeah, both Astons have pit. I mean, I'm sure Stroll did something stupid. I reckon he was driving Fernando's car at the start, because that would explain it. But yeah, both Aston Martins obviously moving to Honda power next season, and they're completely in the bin. I think if you enjoy sim racing, it absolutely is Tom Pack. All I would recommend is if you want to get a wheel, start out with something a bit cheaper, like a Logitech G920 or a Thrustmaster, was it a T128 or something? See if you enjoy it before you invest anything more, because those wheels will keep you going for ages. Wonder where Aaron Barnes is nowadays. He's still in the game. He's in F1 World. Aaron Barnes will never leave us. Maybe I'll have to do an Aaron Barnes career mode. I would assume he's still in my team. Wait, yeah, how would that work, chat? Could you become Aaron Barnes? Because obviously you have to pick a driver this season. It's not just a teammate. Maybe that's a series idea at some point, trying to make Aaron Barnes F1 World Champion. Because he's a bit of a cult hero. Hey, welcome in, OG player. Hope you're doing well, buddy. You're locked to... Well, I guess it'd be P22, isn't it, in my team? No matter what you do. Like, 110 AI is actually like 200% AI. They'd just be hilariously OP. Yeah, Norris seems to be falling back a little bit. I'm just trying to stay in the range of Yuki. Which I failed to do. Which is annoying. But, yeah, Norris seems to have suddenly fallen away a little bit. Too sure what's happened there to him. He's not pitting, though. Pick for Talladega. I hate to say it, Tims. I hate to say it, but I just feel like Joey Logano's going to win it. And I know that it goes against the every other year curse and everything like that, but I've just got this sneaking suspicion of that 22 crossing the line first. As much as it pains me. Thank you for the follow as well, though, mate. I hope you're doing well.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Yeah, the telemetry I use a paid subscription for, mainly for iRacing, but it does do F1 as well. Oh, come on. How bad is tyre wear looking early on then, chat? Could a one-stop be viable? Yes, in a word. 2% a lap, that is definitely viable. So if the AI do two-stop, obviously I've got a new rule as well for this series. We don't ask what the AI strategy is. If Mark tells me, Mark tells me. Nothing I can do about that. But otherwise, I don't know what the AI are doing. Briscoe or Bell, yeah, two good shouts. I mean, it's Talladega, isn't it? It's near impossible to really predict. Could end up being one of the Hendrick cars for all we know. Yeah, Piastri is moving through very quickly. He was up to P2 temporarily. He's now back down to third, but he is applying pressure to Verstappen. So all is looking pretty good in his world. I kind of always forget as well how not that long a race at Suzuka is now on the F1 games. I think just where these cars have got so much grip. I mean, maybe not this Sauber specifically. All we can do is try and hang on to the coattails of the cars in front. I kind of forgot Hamilton was in that pack further behind. Because he's now basically trying to drag them along back to Russell. Do you think Brad Smith will ever win an ARCA race? Sadly, I'm not convinced. I mean, I would love to see it, but... Oh, that's a warning. Yeah, I can understand that one. That's annoying. Right, it's not the end of the world, though.
Use overtake.
I'm going to win the race at Talladega. That would be incredible. I mean, to be fair, it's probably my best chance of winning a NASCAR race, I guess. Ooh, okay, so Piastri's beginning to struggle now. Yuki up into the podium places. Doing it for the Japanese fans here. They'll be liking that. Oh, is Norris going to try and have a look for a move as well? No. Not quite that stupid into turn 1. Maybe not happy with his teammate getting a very good launch on him, but... yeah, so Piastri then, the soft compound tyres are pretty good for about 6 laps. And then they start to fall off again. He's basically taken everything out of them immediately. And is now dropping back into everybody else's clutches. I do like Assetto Corsa. I haven't played Evo much, but I did always enjoy the original one. Yeah, both Aston Martins, I think, lost their wing lap 1 and 2. So they've had a bit of a stinker. They're going to be in for a long afternoon unless we get a safety car or a red flag. But Leclerc now, back up to P1. Oh no, he's still in P1, isn't he? Sorry. It's Verstappen now all over his gearbox again. I don't know why Norris keeps doing that. He keeps getting on the throttle so early and then ruining his run out of spoon. Sauber about to overtake a McLaren, ladies and gents, on pure speed alone. Look at this, banging wheels into 130R, but we are through. And up then into P5 of this race. Normally you expect that McLaren to be a very, very good race car around this venue, and they look to be in Q1 and Q2. But seem to really be struggling now.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum. Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really
yeah, you just occasionally get races on F125 where Max Verstappen is the most OP man on the planet. Like, what you get basically, every once in a while, you'll basically get a race that I call Max Mode, where no matter what anybody else does, he is just quicker. Like, oh, that's not a warning. That's bad. Now we're in trouble. I've got to try and go 45 laps without getting another warning. Oh, Jelly, thank you for the dono, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Sauber has John Deere power. Yeah, the Ferrari can be a bit of a tractor. Oh, well, I mean, I've got MPH and KPH up. So, you've kind of got whatever you prefer to look at. I don't mind using either, because I can normally convert pretty well between the two in my head. But I understand, obviously, people like, obviously, what they use where they live. Right, Piastri then. He's out of the range. Can I get the jump on the second McLaren? They've really struggled at the start of this season. As here we go then. There's a battle going on for the lead. So this is the perfect time. So Oscar wants to give me a big old squeeze there into turn 1, but we are not taking no for an answer. He'll try and fight back on the exit.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up.
We will hang on then, as Leclerc now drops down to P2. And almost immediately into the clutches of Yuki. That Red Bull, credit where credit's due to Yuki Tsunoda at the moment. He is looking pretty racy here, as Leclerc's also on softs. So I expect this is now going to be where Verstappen runs away.
It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
So I've just got to look after it. Don't run right through the Degners. Get inside the range of Tsunoda. I think Leclerc is beginning to struggle. Those soft compound tyres are really falling off very, very quickly for the AI, and that is not reassuring for them. Works out well for us, though. Because once again, it looks like we could be in the fight for the lead. I believe Max is on medium, but I could be wrong. If he's on softs, then Yuki Tsunoda is actually in an incredible spot in this race. This is F125. Oh, here we go. Tsunoda to the inside of Leclerc. Oh, that got a little bit sketchy, but is Leclerc going to try and fight it back into the Casio triangle? Yes, he is. Oh, I wanted to try and line up a move on the pair of them, but not going to happen. Can we get a run on Leclerc? I don't know who has the DRS. Charles Leclerc does, so he's going to try and go back for the run on Yuki then. Surely there's not a lot Tsunoda can do. Is we're going to try and follow Leclerc by? Oh, Yuki, what are they doing? That's the second time an AI's just turned in on me when I'm on the inside. There you go then. Yuki Tsunoda having a great race so far. Has probably given himself wing damage. I mean, what is that? He clearly knows I've gone to the inside as well, and I'm the car ahead by the time we get into the corner, but they just try and turn in for an apex. Max is on hard tyres? Sorry? Okay, yeah, Max. So, here you go then, chat. Unless Max Verstappen has a mechanical failure, I'm confident to say now he will win this race. He just will. You know that thing I was saying about Max mode a couple of minutes ago? That's probably what he's in today. Yeah, we've got a Lyco. If we can have a bit more Lyco, please, that would be useful. It's definitely a thing somewhere deep in the code for this game that Max Verstappen has an option that, like, 1 in every 15 races he just is hardwired to win. Oh, come on, don't lose the DRS. Gotta make sure we stay in that range of Leclerc. It's also weird the fact the AI can struggle for 1 lap massively on their softs and then seemingly get good again. I don't want to sit behind Charles for too long in this race, but yeah, he's doing all right. He's hanging on. Maybe we can get a run now. No, too far back. Don't want to go for that into T1. I'm also shocked that Tsunoda didn't pick up damage. Box early and undercut him. Yeah, well, I mean, I still don't know for sure whether I'm going to 1 or 2 stop. For all I know, Verstappen's going to 2 stop this race anyway, so there might be a chance. But it might then mean that I've got to take my mediums as far as he takes his softs. I think sensibly, I'd want to do 25 laps on these mediums if I can. And that should be doable. Bearing in mind, we're basically halfway through the stint. And we're only at 25% wear. So I think we should be good in that regard. I haven't honestly decided yet, Matt. Adam Bomber, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Welcome into the stream. Yeah, I've got to get a run on Leclerc, though, pretty soon. Otherwise, I think Tsunoda's going to get a run on me. Either that or Leclerc's going to pit. Come on, then. Let's try and get a run on the Ferrari. Equal engines. We got to make sure that I Lyco, though, by the time we get into C1. Leclerc's going to try the inside line. Oh, no. Not enough out there. Oh, how is that a penalty?
Okay, we've been given a time penalty.
I lost a place.
Time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
How can you lose a place and still get a penalty? What is that? How can the game go? Yeah, you definitely gained an advantage there. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Safety car window will be anywhere from about lap 20 onwards. The head loss is going to happen. Every race I've got a penalty this season, I've then had a mechanical failure. I would say 2 of the 3 warnings I've had so far were bogus. I'm not actually going to get a run on Yuki here, am I? This is not... Oh, no. He broke early as well. I wanted to... Right. Don't give me a warning. Thank you. Yeah, my electrics are going to go all Italian on us, I would have thought. At some point during this race. I mean, all this is doing is just giving Max a huge opportunity to run away. Oh, don't cut. Walk on. Right, is Yuki now going to be able to get a run on Charles? That's the next question. Surely you will. Look at that. Huge drive off of that final corner.
6 seconds.
No, doesn't get there though. I mean, Leclerc's really helping out Max at this stage. Because obviously all this is doing is just giving Verstappen a bigger margin at the front. Yeah. So difficult when you're in the dirty air as well to kind of work out how much rotation you're going to need. Yeah, Piastri's really struggling, but he hasn't pit either. So I think these guys are definitely still trying to make a decent strategy viable. Why do I keep getting a run on Yuki there? How is he so bad off of the hairpin? Such a weird place to struggle. And it's only Yuki that seems to struggle with it. He's got fantastic drive off of basically every other corner, but the hairpin he just can't do. I need to be close to these guys though, out of the final corner. Gotta try and get a run. Oh, this might be it. This might be an opportunity. Tsunoda's got a decent run as well. If he can't get past Charles Leclerc, hopefully we might. There you go, Tsunoda to the inside. No, we're not going to get that. Oh, as again. I mean, look at that. At least they're not just doing it to me, but the AI willing to turn in on each other down at that first corner. As now we're probably going to see Tsunoda set sail into the sunset. Red Bull now have a 1-2 in this Grand Prix. But, yeah, we are still behind Lyco Leclerc. You got Lyco Leclerc and Lyco Hamilton in this race. Oh! Oh! Charles Leclerc, don't do that to me, man. I cannot cope with the stress. If I was having to try to avoid a spinning Ferrari, then I might have cried. Yeah, you're going to get overtaken there, buddy. I don't care. I've got to get back in the range of Yuki. We are on lap 14 of 53, so there is a long way left in this race. Oh, big send through the first part of Spoon. That was risky. I might immediately get Leclerc out of the range. I've got to just try and stick with Yuki, though, as best as I can. I think we might struggle. How is he still pulling away? I'm using so much battery. Oh, there we go. I think we got Leclerc out of the range. Oh, no, it's Norris. How is Norris past Leclerc? I'm so confused in this race. Oh, that curb. Come on. I'm having NASCAR flashbacks now. So how many AI just wreck right in front of you on NASCAR 25? It's scary. I tell you what though, chat. If you haven't already watched today's North Wilkesboro race, go watch it after this. It was brilliant. Proper short track oval racing at its absolute finest. No. Oh. I think Yuki's gone. I don't think we're going to be able to match Yuki at the moment. Although, oh no, Leclerc got back past Norris again. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. It's really annoying me. Well, there we go. Apparently I've done one of the goals for the weekend. I don't know what that was. Maybe the fourth gear one? Yeah, Max is just gone. This is realistic performance. For some reason, I just seem to be able to do quite well in this Sauber so far.
We're approaching the pit window.
Matt got a penalty for running wide and losing a position down at turn 1. That's how Matt got a penalty. I tried to go around the outside of Leclerc, ran wide, lost a place to Yuki, and the game still gave me a pen. Yeah, I just don't think we got the pace to keep up with Tsunoda. But we have got the speed to get away from Leclerc. If Leclerc's 2-stopping, off a set of
Okay,
softs.
gap
He's
to the
definitely
car
taken them
ahead,
far enough.
1.8 seconds.
If he still ends up two-stopping, despite the fact he's been able to take those this far, I'm going to be very confused. Have you ever drove in VR? I've done a bit of driving in VR. I just get very motion sick. I have wanted to do like a full driver's eye career mode before on the F1 games. But I did one race at F2 practice and almost vomited. And then spent like the next 4 hours trying to mentally recover from it. The FIA are punishing me for being bad. Ugh. I've still got to play F1 from time to time. Whoa! Okay. That was bizarre. You hear that? Just the rear's locked up all the way in.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Yeah, we basically got 2023 Red Bull back. There we go then. So, Oscar Piastri is pit. I believe Charles Leclerc is also pit. So, I would assume they are two-stopping. To be honest, I think most of the AI are going to be two-stopping. So, it might end up being that we have a battle with Max towards the end. Depending on, obviously, if we can make the one-stop work and safety cars and everything like that. I'm going to try and make the one-stop happen, though. That is the goal. Because I would expect we're going to start seeing the medium runners in pretty soon. And then I'm going to guess that we'll see like the medium runners in sort of around lap 20. And then Verstappen in kind of around lap 25. That's my guess. No. Just lose more time. Make sure I don't get a warning. Lloyd, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. My Chinese order. I need to double check their menu. But probably sweet and sour chicken. Oh, I'm making me mouth water now. Chinese chips. I'll probably have whatever rice Matt212 wants. Because we'll probably share.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Gap to your teammate behind.
Oh, it's making me hungry now. We can't keep talking about food. To be fair, Bortoletto's doing alright in race trim. Oh no, I was looking at the Merc. Yeah, Bortoletto's only a couple of cars behind him. He's not doing badly. I want to see Bortoletto win a race this series. That would be cinema. Why would you have chips from a Chinese? Because Chinese chips are lush. And then probably I would have thought Matt212 and I might share duck pancakes. Because again, she likes duck pancakes. Yeah, we're going to probably try and extend to about lap 25 before we pit. Might go one lap earlier, might be able to go one lap later, but 25 is the goal. So we are almost there, to be fair.
Box this lap, please.
Hey, welcome in, Trisley. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, there. Verstappen's in? Sorry? I mean, Verstappen might be four-stopping this race. What is that? Why is Max sitting off of the hards? How hard has he been pushing them? Yuki Tsunoda, then? In front of his home crowd, Tsunoda is going to lead the Japanese Grand Prix. We are up to P2. We're still just pulling away from Lando Norris a little bit. Not when I do lines like that, though, we're not. Right, I've got to stop using the curbs. Oh, hug the apex, hug the apex. Come on. No. No, don't spin. It's so easy then just for the back end to bounce and you go to Narnia. I am from the UK. I live near Bristol. As you can probably tell by my accent. think we are the best tyre at the moment. The wets are the best tyre. All I'm going to say, chat, is do not watch Sunday's Leo Fornaroli career mode race. TikTok 1989, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. I believe it'll be Piastri that wins the championship this year. Mainly because I really want him to say, not bad for a number 2 driver. Right, is Yuki in? Yuki's staying out again. So Yuki might be one stopping. Hadn't factored that into my plans. Norris is in. Hamilton's in. I mean, Max isn't even that far behind me already. Oh, there we go. Bortoletto's in. Come on, tell me. Big G's in. Have you ever been to Slough, Matt? It was fun, my first time visiting on Tuesday. I don't think... I've driven past Slough. I don't think I've ever been into Slough, though. Albon? Okay. Alex Albon's cooking. Ollie Behrman up to P5. This race is a bit interesting then at the moment. It's certainly thrown up some curveballs so far. Oh, come on. Why would anyone go to Slough? It's a very good question. Has it changed since then, Mark? Or shall I not hold my breath? Not worth the visit. I like the fact suddenly it's something... I think this is the first time ever there's been a unanimous choice in my chat that Slough just isn't somewhere to go to. So, what will happen first then, chat? Yuki will pit or Max will re-jump us? Because clearly Russell, Tsunoda, Behrman are on a different strategy to the rest of the AI. But are they on the same strategy as me? That's the real question. Sorry, Russell's paid. Oh, Russell's on hards. I didn't even notice that. So no idea what Russell's got cooking up. Leclerc's on softs. So I mean, Ferrari are just doing Ferrari things, aren't they? How many sets of soft compound tyres can we put Charles Leclerc on? Yeah, Leclerc's doing a soft. Moved away. The day you turned 18, did you, Mark? You were straight out of it. You were far enough away that you couldn't even smell Slough anymore. Dropped an atomic bomb on Slough. It did £15 worth of damage. Estimates as high as £15 worth. Ugh. Yeah, Lance is probably going to get lapped quite soon. I just need Russell to keep holding up Max, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Second soft tyre has hit the Ferrari. Right, is Yuki in? Yes. Oh, there you go then. To the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. It means we keep up our streak of leading every race this season. Beautiful. I mean, technically from there, I think Yuki could get to the end on hards. But he's gone softs, of course he has. What are the AI doing? We've got to make sure that we're still ahead of the checkered flag to get one lap lead registered. That is important. F125 and AI ridiculous strategy choices are not uncommon. I'm trying, damn it! I mean, Verstappen is immediately up my trumpet. Unless he's 3-stopping this race, there is not a chance. You live in Heathrow. Oh, Hajar's gone. That's a shame for Isaac. Luckily no safety car, I don't think. Right, can I defend from Max? Probably not. Well, I'm going to try and be strategic, though, with it. If I can defend the inside line,
In this lap, and remember the speed limit will be
if I can
penalised if you
claim the
exceed it.
DRS,
Line as you
which I don't
approach.
think I did. No. Sorry, Max. I genuinely mean that there. That was not my intent. No! Oh, I almost got karma immediately. Oh, no, I didn't even get the DRS and I didn't even get the lap led. Wait, neither of us got the DRS? Sorry? What's going on, chat? I'm scared. Please don't turn in. Oh, we are doing... Oh, he can't overtake me. It's yellows. He's got to stay behind, surely. Yes, he backs out. Look at that. Mind games. The mind games with Max Verstappen. We love it. Yeah, Max and I both tried to lift out for the DRS. I mean, we brought George Russell now into this fight.
Green
But that's
flag.
okay. I like the fact, you remember when the patch came out a few weeks ago that it was going to be more difficult to overtake the AI under braking? And it made no difference whatsoever. Yeah, for some reason VCarb in this game are just backmarkers. I don't really know why. But they just seem, every single season I do, they just seem to suck. Yeah, Yuki is closing back in at an alarming rate. Not helped by the fact Max and I are having the ding-dong to settle all ding-dongs. But I think Russell is out of the range again. I mean, I'm just trying to keep Max back until I pit. If I can somehow do that, I'll be happy. Try and break the toe as best as I can. I think we're going to defend the inside line in towards turn 1. I think it might be irrelevant. Here comes Verstappen. I'm still there. You can't just turn in on me. We'll give him the proper Verstappen treatment on the exit. Just slowly squeeze him out. I mean, the Dutchman will not be happy about this. Nico Hulkenberg, though, getting the elbows out. Clearly wants to fight for this World Championship. You don't need to pit twice here. It's only Monaco. But you have to. Has Behrman pit, or has he just been overtaken by like 14 cars in about 3 laps? Yeah, George Russell must have the popcorn out in that Mercedes at the moment. Just watching a Sauber and a Red Bull go to war in front of him. I mean, if we hadn't won Australia and hadn't been so competitive in Shanghai, I probably wouldn't even fight Max for this. But I just want to. Right, can I get the DRS? Oh, again, we're playing the mind games. Verstappen don't want to give it to me. I think we just about got it, though. But it might be irrelevant. I think he's going to get the power down anyway. Oh, come on. Go, go, go. How did I not get DRS? What is that?
Okay, so
He was
leading
clearly ahead of me.
by 35.2
So what I've done
seconds.
there is basically just given Max the lead. And now I won't be able to keep up with him. But I guess it's irrelevant because we'll probably pit the end of this lap anyway. I mean, how does that work? I was clearly behind him at the detection point. You can see that white line across the road. I mean, look how quickly he's gone, though. 1.6 seconds in Sector 1 alone. That is insane.
You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon.
Oh,
so
should I
stay on your
not?
toes.
Should I really? I think we already are feeling those effects. I think we're feeling those effects quite badly, but that's just my personal opinion. As the man that dragged a Sauber for their first win in nearly 20 years. Come on. Oh, come on. So there you go. Max Verstappen is only going to be about 3 seconds faster than me this lap before we pit. But I have still got good speed against Russell, interestingly. I think maybe that battle with Max, though, wasn't the wisest thing, because we have lost so much time to Yuki that he's basically made up half of that pit stop in about 3 laps. But we're going to still try and make the one-stop happen, though. Into the pits we'll go. Make sure I don't get done for speeding. Wonderful.
Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Come on. Quick pit stop, team. Let's not mess this up. That's all right. That's all right. We'll take it.
That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Oh, man. Right, come on. We're basically a half distance. We know the one stop is definitely... I mean, we're doing it, unless something stupid happens.
Okay,
or like a late race safety car.
One stop left in this strategy.
So I don't believe then, so far, we've actually dropped outside of the top... Wait, I'm on mediums! What? Oh, I never selected the hards, did I? Oh, I'm such a moron. Right, well, I guess we're on the two-stop then, like everybody else. Oh, man. I never selected the hards. Oh, for God's sake. So I dragged out that first set of mediums for no reason whatsoever. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Don't care. I guess we're going softs right at the end then. I'm such a moron. How did I completely forget to do that? Bottle Drop 212 is out of the basement. He was here all along. Come on, I need to get in the range. I mean, it has to be fair to them. Having a pretty good day so far. Oh yeah, the next YouTube short is lined up ready to go now. Because I'm an idiot. Oh, we were doing so well as well. I mean, it's not over. A well-timed red flag, something like that, it can definitely all still come back to us. All we'll do is try and take these tyres to about lap 40-ish, and then we'll go softs. As I mean, Piastri and Ocon are just having a good battle in front. Nope. Ah! Focus! Come on, we're only halfway there. A lot can change. We could get a red flag for all I know. I think if we got a red flag now, I would still go hards. I just cannot believe I forgot. I just never, in 25 laps, thought to change it. I was so just kind of set on the one stop, I never even thought about it. Come on, Piastri. Can make a red flag happen. Oh, I don't really want to do that. If a red flag happens, then a red flag happens, but I don't really want to script one. Oh. See, both McLarens keep doing that. I don't know why. Through the exit of that corner, they just understeer. Take out Piastri. I'd rather not. I quite like Oscar. And especially as I'm going to have DRS on him and he's not going to have DRS on Esteban. I'd be far more inclined to try and take out Esteban Ocon. Right, go, 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 go! Half distance.
Lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
Beautiful. And hopefully that DRS will allow us to get closer to Esteban as well. Antonelli's not having a bad day, up in 7th. Says about my expectations of Antonelli on this game that it's a good day that he's in the points. Although he did win the sprint in Belgium, didn't he, in our my team? So he did do very well there. "20-second time penalty for Ocon for breathing." Come on. I mean, to be fair, Piastri's got nothing at the moment. He's really struggling. I just think it's something that all the AI are doing, but the McLaren struggles with it more. They just get on that throttle so early on the exit spoon. No point trying to go for it down to the Casio triangle, because we'll know we'll have the DRS again. If Ocon was a bit closer to Antonelli, then I could be tempted, but Antonelli's struggling. I just think all the soft compound runners are in the wars again. It's why it's making me nervous by going to the softs at the end. But I think we should be fine. There's Russell in. Ocon's going to try and defend, but that is pretty much pointless. So Russell then, I think, is trying to make the one stop. So we could have had a good fight with George. Whoa. Come on, Curbs. Play nice. I'll back up to 7th spot, though. Should be able to get 5th pretty soon. So we'll hopefully still score good points today.
Okay, Nico, we need to save up some ERS, so let's
If he was about to tell me that I got engine issues, I was going to mute him. Nice. We are not detecting a problem. I refuse. I think the most I've ever had was 3 mechanical failures in 4 Grand Prix. I do not intend for that to happen in this series. I mean, it probably will, but I don't intend for it. Just disable the engineer, keep the subtitles. Does that work? Surely that means he doesn't pop up with messages anymore. There's nothing to subtitle. Oh no, that's a warning. I think that's the first one. Is that the first one since I got the pen, or is that the second one? I honestly can't remember. Either way, I don't want to find out. I do want to get past Andrea Kimi Antonelli, though. No. Gotta think about the long game. That was scary. It's just the way the AI, obviously, you know, they've kind of got to, but they just swing in whether you're there or not. Yeah, I'm sure the Ferraris are Lycoing up in front. We should be able to get to them. I mean, Hamilton's doing pretty well so far.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
You're welcome, Mark. Hey, welcome in, Zaid. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Ugh. Right, come on. I've got to try and get past Antonelli this time round at the final corner. I don't know. I don't want to go through his diffuser. That's not what I said. Oh, and again, I'm just not able to get the run I need. I think we should still do it, but that Merc is pretty quick in a straight line.
Teammate behind, 16.2 seconds.
I'm there. Oh, I've got to launch it over that curb to make sure I don't get turned in on. And he could break free at any moment. So Leclerc then is still on his double soft strategy, isn't he? So it's really not working for him. Certainly see how much grip we've got though, once we've got the car out in the dirty air. I might have bottled the strategy slightly. But apart from that, it's been a fairly action-packed race, especially for Suzuka. Suzuka races, obviously, well, IRL at the moment aren't the most exciting in the world, but this one's been pretty good. Soft, soft, hard. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. No! I thought that was final warning. Right, now I know I've definitely got no more warnings again. Come on, stay in the range, stay in the range. I just want the DRS. You cannot get another warning in this race, otherwise I'm in big trouble. Yeah, I'm having to do a 2-stop because I messed it up. Was not expecting that. Okay. Quickest car on track, won't complain. So I guess then kind of Leclerc, Hamilton, maybe Norris are our fight today. Could we still get a podium? We'll be quick, hopefully right towards the end, won't we? I think the only thing, of course, that's kind of screwed us over more is if I'd known I was doing a 2-stop, I would have pit earlier. So effectively, we lost all of... We kind of got the double negative of that. I had to take the first set of tyres further, and I'm still going to have to pit as many times as the AI. This is F125. Oh, so yeah, Vince is doing Japan tonight as well, isn't he? I would assume he's doing better than I am. No! Oh, you stupid game! We were never out wide there. Never! Oh, man. So annoying. Well, we've really got to try and push on. Oh, come on, Charles. See?
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD.
I hate F125 with a passion. What is that? Like, it's seriously, what is that? He's on the racing line. He doesn't need to brake that early. Why is he braking there? Stupid game. Absolutely stupid game. And yeah, we're gonna have to pit now, aren't we? What is that? Like, there's no way to tell he was gonna pit either. If there was a way to tell that he was gonna pit, that you could avoid them. But the fact they just brake on the racing line is so dumb. I don't think points are gone. I think we can still get 10th, but... It's just so dumb. Oh, yeah, there's definitely too much damage, though. We've got to pit now. 20 laps on hards, though. Shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, man. Charles is stupid. Ocon's going to be up to a 5th spot here. I've got to try and become... Oh, I'm not even going to be... Oh, come on, Matt. Look, even with wing damage, I don't have to brake. Oh, if I'd sped then, I think I'd genuinely quit. Not even joking. He wasn't angling towards the pit lane.
Okay, off we go. Back into
Right,
the
oh, we're
race.
going to be out of the
Perfect
points.
job
We're going to
on
be
the
behind
start there, mate.
Bortoleto.
Nice stop time. We're
Good
happy with that one.
lord. This is not going well. Hajar DNF'd.
That was our last stop. No more.
Oh, I
scheduled
forgot
pit
about
stops.
Piastri.
Let's
We're
go.
still ahead of him. I guess that's a bit of silver lining. Right, go. Ahmad, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Right, we've just got to push, and push like crazy now. To the end. He says.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
My heart can only take so much, chat. Oh, man. I told you Suzuka was going to be brutal. Honestly, give me the engine failure. Give me the engine failure. Ah, that was just a bit more cold tyres and stuff. Oh, cold tyres, man! Yeah, I may as well give the wheel to Bottle Job 212 instead. As long as we get a point, I will take this as a win, in all honesty. As long as we still bag a win. There you go, Albon's in, so we're going to get one back, hopefully. Are we? Please say we're going to get one back. Yes, we will. We've come out now 7 seconds behind Antonelli. He's one that I probably should be beating. But probably won't. Oh, come on. I mean, to be fair, like I said, we had a really good Australia. The Shanghai sprint went incredibly well. The Grand Prix was going incredibly well. It was going to have to go wrong at some point. I'm honestly just happy that I didn't bin it and get more wing damage. That was like goal number 1 there. Hey, I appreciate it, Ahmed. So as long as we're consistent and we set good lap times, we can still get a point. I'm racing against AI in this one. We've got 18 laps left of this race, so about a third. Bang on a third, actually. We're as close as you can get around here. I can't wait for like a red flag with 3 laps to go. So that my penalty completely screws us. So Hulk's got a pit. I believe the Hasses have got a pit. There's a Williams up there that's got a pit. So we should be, yeah, we should be back up to like 9th. I'm now just waiting for a mechanical. But again, we made Q3. So clearly the car has got speed. All these things we've got to think. You've got to look at the positives, chap. You've got to have a positive mindset. That's the key. I really like the green colour this Sauber has on it. That's the kind of mentality we need. I really like the fact that Albon is only 5 seconds back, so I need to gain another second on him before the end. Even though he's on fresher, softer tyres. So all those things you've got to enjoy about F125. We are on maximum AI, 110. I will make sure the full VOD is up, Jordan. Do not worry about that if you do need to go, sir. Oh no, the Haas has already picked and come out ahead of me. Oh, race, we're having a stinker.
We need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Yeah, I don't like Spoon on this game. Well, we seem to be going quicker than Piastri, which is good. As he is barely hanging on to Antonelli's coattails.
3.3 seconds.
Don't get a penalty. Yeah, Behrman and Bortoletto have still got a pit. But that'll only bring us up to 11th. Plus, I believe, Sainz. It's not over until it's over. So yeah, late race safety car could be a blessing for us if we bolted on a set of softs and flew back to P1. You just don't know, chat. This is why you got to stick around and find out. Oh, there you go. Finally, Bortoletto in.
No tyre concerns at
the
moment,
big
just
G
on the driving.
Into the pit lane.
Coming in for a stop now.
We gain another one. We're up to 12th. I mean, there might be a safety car when I bin it towards the end. You just never know.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Don't care. Actually, I do care. I need to make sure I've got 6 seconds over Alex. This is most likely, chat, going to be the first time this season I've... Oh, that... How badly did... What are the physics on this game, man? We were all four wheels in the air. What is that? I don't know how on earth we managed to... I mean, we only lost about a second and a half. Don't run wide. Should I just do these last 15 laps in complete silence? I don't know if you think that was... Have you ever seen the clip of, I believe it's that red Mitsubishi Evo? That famous Japanese drifting one of it going over a jump into a drift. That was a closer resemblance to that. Back from like the late 90s. It's got like 15 million views on YouTube. Sainz and Behrman are in, chat. We're going to be back into a point.
Behrman stopping now.
They're on softs though. They're going to be nuts towards the end. I've got to hope Alex Albon creates the widest Williams you ever did see. And a slow one. Oh, come on. 2 seconds that gap down to. I've got to try and lose less than 2.5 to Sainz in the final 14 laps. Ah. See, that's the line you want through there. Last lap I showed you what not to do. That lap I'm going to show you what to do. Yeah, lucky P13. Oh, Verstappen's already there. I think the most alarming fact is, I think in the Lewis Hamilton career mode, I got lapped here. So we're actually probably still going to do better in this series than we did in that. Or I was about to get lapped, wasn't I, by the end? I feel like I still scored a point in that race, though. Despite the fact that I almost got lapped. Oh, yellows! Albon! I wouldn't normally celebrate it, but as my closest threat I've got to. Alex Albon, second retirement of the day. Also quite important, because that will hopefully mean that I won't get a mechanical failure. Famous last, of course. Glorious! Sorry, Alex, but I don't care. That finally now means we've just got to try and manage this gap. Esteban Ocon is on for a huge payday this afternoon as well, running up in P7. But we'll still be ahead of him in the championship. Oh, come on. The back end on this car is so unbelievably... I think the worst thing about the rear end on this car is actually just how vague it is. You just got no feel over what it's doing. That's the scary bit. It might actually not be too bad. You just don't know. You can't trust it.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 5.5 seconds.
Hang on. Come on, little Sauber. We've been through a lot today. I've said some mean things. You've done some stupid things. Between us, we've both made mistakes. That's okay. Latvian guy and Ben, thank you for the follows. I hope you're both doing well. Welcome to the stream. Oh, this is going to be a huge management race right towards the end. Yannick as well, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Sainz's tyres should fall off, but I just don't want him to be close enough. We should have better tyres right towards the flag, but I just don't want to let him get close enough that it's ever a concern. Although I think he is trying to manage them. Why the Sauber? Because I tried to make this series difficult for myself. Yeah, the floor damage doesn't help. I forgot about that.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.8 seconds.
I wouldn't even mind if it's Bortoletto running in 11th. But I don't want to let Williams score. It's also going to completely screw us in the Constructors. Especially if Red Bull bag a 1-2. Not that we were ever in contention to win the Constructors. Should probably just add. Come on, little car. Focus. I'm trying to win Hulkenberg a championship. I think a win in Australia and the Shanghai Sprint is back on form. Maybe not this race. We won't talk about this one. Yeah, we got absolutely lucky with a red flag. We won Australia, Rasco. Yeah, Gabby's P13 with Behrman. They're having a bit of a ding-dong towards the end. The Battle of the Rookies. Ooh. I think, are we losing time to Antonelli and Piastri now? Are we basically just desperately trying to hang on? I've got a couple of penalties from doing stupid stuff. There might have been a small head loss moment in this race. There might be another one in a minute. I don't like this, Sauber. What will happen first, chat? We win a championship with Hulkenberg, or I rage quit this game. Yeah, I am stupid. Probably rage quit. Well, last 2 and 2 might already be home. I don't know for sure. Now, I reckon we'll win this championship. It might take me up until F1 2028, but I reckon we can win it. Could catch Piastri. Yeah, we might be able to get to Piastri. I think both him and Antonelli are beginning to struggle a bit. But I'm just still worried about Sainz. I kind of don't want to catch them and then end up battling them and letting Sainz get closer. I've got way more to lose than either of them do at this stage. I've only got 10 laps to go though, so we're doing alright. In Shanghai, we won the sprint after a crazy race. After a crazy sprint race. We were running second in the race and then the engine blew up. We had like 15 to go when we were catching up to Verstappen. Oh, come on, that gap to Sainz is under 7. I think he's just trying to manage those softs, just trying to be quick but careful with them. Wait, is Russell still P2? I think he is, isn't he? So, yeah, Russell's having a very good day as... You know I said to you about how Max was definitely going to win this? He's now like 20 seconds ahead of anybody else. We started P10. No, we didn't. We started 7th. But it was a pretty good qualifying lap, if I do say so myself. Yeah, we'll wait and see what F1 26 is like. We shall nervously hold our breath. I mean, we're going a second a lap faster than Antonelli and Piastri. If it's some bizarre world where I get past both of them in one go and they keep battling each other, maybe? Dare I dream? Start a Cadillac or Audi. I think the problem is everybody's going to do Cadillac and Audi, aren't they? I've got no idea what I'll do yet. Don't lock up.
Tyre condition still looking
I mean, to be fair, at least with the hards, we know they'll be absolutely fine to the end. Haven't really got to worry about drop-off or anything with them. Like, as long as we are consistent, we should be fine. Yeah, we might. I think we will get to Piastri and Antonelli. The only thing is they're not really battling each other.
Okay,
I think they're just both struggling.
ahead, please. 3,
But we might be able to get past them, but we probably won't get the gap unless they do start battling. Sorry for the random noises. I thought I was going to get another penalty. Yeah, what? I'm consistently mediocre. I'm consistently a bottle job. That's what I'm consistent with on this game.
Okay, Nico, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Mark? I'm trying to make every lap a quick one. How can you not see that? Mark doesn't even think I'm pushing, chat. Maybe there is an opportunity. Antonelli seems to be dropping back rather rapidly. So if we can somehow find a way past the pair of them, and Antonelli keeps struggling, because I think his mediums are just hitting the cliff. Has Antonelli done a one-stop as well, chat? Do we know if Antonelli's one or two stopped this race? Because it might well be that both Mercs have tried to one-stop. I honestly can't remember. My favourite Formula 1 driver is Lewis Hamilton. And why is that chicane suddenly such a challenge?
Nice work, you smashed it. Really.
Yeah, do we know
good
if
job on
Antonelli's
hitting
one
the
stop?
target, mate.
Yeah, Mark's trying to push me into making another mistake. Just so he can laugh at me. Back at the factory. Back at Hinville. Again, it's just when the back end tries to snap free. You've always got to keep your foot in to stop it being allowed to over-rotate. It's really odd. Come on, Sainz is still closing in just a little bit. I mean, like I said, it will honestly depend, I think, on how quickly we can get around these two. We'll decide whether there's a chance. In many ways, I'm kind of hoping I don't get past them, but not just because I can't get there. That's the issue. Oh, yeah, it is a good wheel. I would say you could look at, obviously, if you wanted to get a Formula-style wheel like the SF1000 one, but that's a very good wheel.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by.
Oh, come on. I think the annoying thing is with Antonelli is unless Piastri gets past him, we're probably going to be able to get through and get away, but just not by enough. Hey, welcome in, Mr. Cool. Ugh. Gosh, did I want to leave it in 5th on the way in? I got no idea. It worked all right. Come on. I just want the DRS. I want the free time. I'm really trying to drag everything out of this Sauber towards the end. Do you make the UI yourself? No. How do you think Cadillac will do next season? I think they'll kind of be a lower midfield team. I mean, there's not really backmarkers anymore in F1, are there? I think they'll probably be like 7th or 8th best overall. But apparently Audi are making better progress than anybody thought they were, which I guess is good news for them. Come on, we're basically now in the range. This lap, we should be there. 5 laps to go. Hulkenberg's going to win a race IRL. Will Hulkenberg win a race IRL? I was going to say before I win one this series, but I already have. Will Hulkenberg win a race IRL before I win him a championship? That's the real question. Ugh. I didn't reactivate the battery. Or at least I don't think I did. Come on! I just don't want to lose time stuck behind these guys. Oh, Mark's gone. Wonderful. Don't have to listen to him talking about random rubbish anymore, at least. Cadillac better than Haas next year. Maybe not immediately. Go, 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 go. Oh, just look at that. When we're not using the battery, Piastri gets such a run on me. But I need to get by him by T1. That way we can focus on Antonelli. Oh, have we got the run? I cannot work it out. I think we might just, maybe, go. Nope. No, not quite there. That's annoying. And now we're just losing time. Although we have got the gap up to Sainz, back up to about 8 seconds. So I guess that's reassuring. But now we will lose loads through these S's. Ugh. How is Antonelli now got out of the DRS range? What's Piastri doing? Ugh! Come on, Sauber. You heap of dog poo. I don't know how Bortoletto and I are driving it as well as we are this season. How did I win a race in this car, man? How did I win 2 races? Well, at least Piastri's lost the DRS. So he should be vulnerable. Yeah, it's just McLaren every lap through there. Can't get that line right. Go, 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 go. Not close enough to dive in, am I? No. We'll take the easy option. I don't want to lose more time. Right, battery. DRS. Give it to me. Lap 50 of 53. Yeah, try for the fend, buddy. See what happens. We've made an overtake again. Beautiful. Oh, come on. Can we get past Antonelli as well? That's the next question. I mean, Ocon, 8 seconds up the road. His soft tyres should be dead, surely. He's been on them a long old time. Come on. Need to make sure as well that I get Piastri out the range this lap, because for some reason he's now really struggling as well in that McLaren. But I'm hoping, unless I do something catastrophically stupid, we should be good from Sainz. I think everybody that's on hards now is starting to reap the reward right towards the end. I'm from the UK. If I lived in Australia, it would be like 4 in the morning, surely. Curbs, go. 2 seconds a lap on Piastri. I mean, we might get close to doing that first time round. Just not convinced we'll do it again. Although if we can get Antonelli now... oh no, not with lines like that, we won't. Why has Antonelli suddenly got on with it? What is that? Antonelli spent most of the second half of this race battling with Oscar. 3 laps to go, I get past him, and suddenly Antonelli decides he wants to drive again. He literally wants to be Senna reincarnated for 3 laps. Ugh. I mean, we can't actually get the gap on Oscar, can we? Like, seriously. That would be insane. But Antonelli's just going for it. I mean, but Max is quicker than Ocon as well. Maybe it's in our best interest just to let Antonelli drag us along. This has been such a weird race today, but I have really enjoyed it, as much as there has been rage. Yeah, I play all sorts of games. I'm very much a jack of all trades, master of none. Ugh. Come on. Go, 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 go. Don't come. Ah. Come on. 2 more laps. Oh, we basically gained nothing on Oscar that time round. As soon as I gave Antonelli the idea, he's basically just given up again. Come on. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I can't read your name. I might try to when I'm out on the back straight or somewhere with a bit more straight lines. Just a random drifter. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. You've come just at the dramatic time. I mean, surely we can't get past Antonelli and then put 2 seconds in a lap over Oscar. Surely. Not with lines like that. Oh, how is that not a warning? Oh, this game's so confusing. Right, come on. We've got to be close enough. I want to just get a run back in towards turn 1. 1 more lap to go with the Japanese Grand Prix, and, well, it's safe to say Verstappen's dominated this one. But I did call that on about lap 10. Right, go, 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 go. I've got no battery, but I've got to try and get them on Antonelli anyway. I'm not going to do it. I already know I'm not going to do it. Right, come on then, Kimi. Can you possibly gain 2 seconds on Oscar Piastri on a single lap? I'm not holding my breath, but we'll wait and see. I'll believe for now. I'm going to try and charge at the pack, and then if I can get a run on him down in towards 130 art, then we'll take it. As long as I don't do anything stupid, we should be safe from Carlos Sainz a little bit further back. But Max Verstappen, he will come through to dominate the Japanese Grand Prix and make it 2 wins in a row. Had we not snookered it away from him in in Australia, it could have been 3 from 3 so far this campaign. But the Dutchman immediately reminding everybody as to why he is the favourite for his 5th World Championship in a row. Antonelli really now beginning to struggle on this final lap as those old hard tyres beginning to fade. We've got 4.5 seconds over Oscar Piastri. Surely we can't find another 1.5 seconds through the final few corners here. Carlos Sainz, though, we should be safe from him as long as I don't run wide there. Drain the battery. Come on, Kimi. Work with me. We can try and get that gap just a little bit more. I don't think it's going to happen. But we're going to keep gaining on Kimi. I don't want to risk the dive bomb in towards the final chicane. We've got to think about the bigger picture. Through the final corners, though. A bit disappointed in the end. A couple of mistakes, a few bottles. It is going to be P10 here in Japan. I did say at the start, though, if I score a point, I'm treating it as a win. Oh, that was tough. That was a tough old race. And even worse to see Esteban Ocon's claimed driver of the day. Disgusting. We'll take it.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead.
Congratulations if you've predicted P10 to P12. I believe you will have won yourself some noggins there, so very well done. Let's see. Oh, well, you can tell me who it was. Who was it? It was Alfie and RXM. They predicted that one, so well done. Oh, my legs are knackered. Hey, have a good one, Jordan. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. What football team do I support? Forest Green Rovers. The boys. The vegans. I don't really support them. I couldn't tell you who they've played recently or anything. So next stream will be tomorrow afternoon, chat. The George Russell career mode. US Grand Prix. Probably going to be a fairly long one, of course, because Texas is just a bizarrely long race weekend. So we'll be going live 1 PM UK time. It'll probably take us 3.5-ish hours. But it should be very, very good fun.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out?
Robbie
You've got
Savage
to
is
join
currently
us
the
once
manager,
again
which is a bit of a
as we
shame.
continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there we are then. Max Verstappen over half a minute clear. But it is the Dutchman that claims the victory with a very popular P2 finish for Yuki Tsunoda there. I must admit, we're happy to see that one. Russell in P3 there, bags the podium for Mercedes, just ahead of Hamilton. Both of those two had some really good drives, but Russell, I mean, we wanted to make the one-stop work. We probably should have been fighting with him towards the end of the afternoon, but he was the only one that made it happen there. Hamilton, like we said, ahead of Norris, Charles Leclerc, Esteban Ocon, Antonelli, Oscar Piastri and myself there. We were 2 seconds clear of Carlos come the line. 3 seconds clear of Carlos come the checkered flag there, so I don't think we can complain too much about that. A little bit annoyed by the track limits penalties, but it is what it is. What does that do, though, to our championship? Well, no prizes. Verstappen still leading. Already 35 clear of the ever-consistent Lewis Hamilton. We are tied now with Russell for P3. As Oscar Piastri there still in 5th, just ahead of Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris. Finally, Tsunoda gets his first points of the year and immediately leapfrog his way up into 8th. Just ahead of Antonelli, Alonso, Esteban Ocon, then with Albon, Behrman, Sainz, Gasly and Lance Stroll, all with points on the board. Just the V-Cubs, Bortoletto and Jack Doohan yet to score. Constructors-wise, Ferrari 92 now, 28 clear. Red Bull even on 92, 28 clear of Ferrari. McLaren, Mercedes, then ourselves there with twice the points of Haas just behind us. Aston Martin all the way down in 8th at the moment. It has been a tough start to the campaign for them. Thank you all so much for watching, though. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon when Formula One returns ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix. I almost forgot.